everyone, you're watching American Wire. Check out how this Trump supporter puts this woke CNN guest in her place. Check it out.
Are you really going to debate the fact that he got 4%? He did not get 4% of the African-American vote. I don't know where you're getting your
according to our CNN polling numbers right there.
Well, your CNN polling is wrong. He did not get 4%. He got double-digit support for the African-American. I mean, he got 8% support for the African-American community. But at the end of the day, we can pick and choose on which poll we look at and which number he gets. But look at what the president is doing. You look at the women that are serving in his cabinet, the women that are serving in that White House in senior positions. It is impressive and it is diverse and it is a positive thing that every one of those voters in that auditorium can support. I saw tons of women there that were actually cheering and enthusiastic about what the president is doing because it is positive. So you can focus on the negative all you want to, but the voters and the American people who are outside of the bubble, outside of the Beltway, and outside of the punditry of people like Tara Setmeyer understand what this president is doing, and they appreciate it and they support it. And I'm going to stand with the voters rather than standing with somebody who's coming on shows and trying to pick and choose on what the president is or is not saying. He got 52% of white women voters, and that is true.
You're talking about 35% of the American people. We're not talking about the overall American
You can
people
debate
here.
our electoral system. He won the electoral college vote, and he's the president. Get over it, Tara. He won. Get over it. He won.
You know what?
That's how we won.
If we had an actual Republican out of many of the ones that we had running that were qualified and understood how to run government, that didn't have porn star scandals, that weren't liars, that weren't under investigation for colluding with the Russians, that didn't have all the baggage Donald Trump had. So don't even try it that just because the things are going well, tax cuts, that makes this all worth it. Is it really?
Well, I think you could be respectful to the President of the United States and try that on with your rhetoric towards him when you want to talk about democratic norms. He should be respectful of the office of the presidency.
When he acts like a president of the United States, then I'll show him the respect that that office deserves. But until then I will continue to call out the fact that none of this is normal.
Well, the American people who voted for him and the people in that rally disagree with you.
35%.
He still won.
He lost the popular vote, and overwhelmingly now he is unpopular.
And he's still the president of the United States. Go back to civics. It's basically how it happens. You win the electoral college vote. It works for Clinton. It worked for Obama. It worked for Bush, and it worked for him. So get over it.
And elections have consequences.
One word. Wow. Now that was a feisty debate. The Trump supporter stood his ground. Good for him. Everything that the CNN guests was spitting out of her mouth, suggesting of Trump, he was able to factually fact-check her on the spot. It just, it blows my mind that how Democrats are so hung up on not liking Trump because of the way he behaves, not because of his policies, not what he's done for America, not what he was doing during his presidency for African Americans, for minorities, not the peace that he had throughout the world, how leaders abroad were actually afraid of him and knew that if he drew a line, he drew a line. Oh my God, they are so hung up on how Trump talks and how he behaves. I mean, come on. Fast forward from when that video took place during when Trump was a president to now, and Biden can barely speak, and Biden is created, we've had 2 wars now with Biden? I mean, why aren't they freaking out and getting mad at Biden for that, right? But no, it's Trump, and because of the way he talks and because of the way he acts, not because of his policies, they are just hating him so much, as this CNN guest was just hating him so much. It's just ridiculous.